The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Soon as I turn 18, I'm heading straight to City Hall, and my middle name suddenly becomes Doesn't, or I just erase the swallow. Oh, Doesn't's worse. Doesn't is worse somehow. Whew. Ain't gotta worry about anything Ace Attorney related for a hot minute. I get to just sit back, relax, maybe catch up on some side projects. Man, it's gonna be a good old time before I jump into the next game. Hold on a minute. Who's calling me? Hello?
Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Lawyer? Who is this?
It seems you think that you can take a break from your destiny?
A break from my destiny? How'd you know I was taking a break? Bro, you got cameras in here or something?
Listen, I'm calling because you have one last thing I need for you to do. I've heard you're in need of work after your last venture. And I need a new client. You'll be my new fun little toy before I retire from my job responsibilities.
Objection!
First of all, pause. Second of all, this gotta be the killer, right? Nobody talks to this in the big 2025 except for you, so it's gotta be you. Hello?
My identity does not matter. What matters is that you carry out my final wish before I officially retire. Else, I shall reveal your secret to you.
All right, bro. All right. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
I need you to show me your path.
Path?
Listen, I plan to retire very soon. Before then, I need to see what you're truly made of in order to let the new generation take over.
But dude, I need a break. I've cleared innocent people from their own murder sentences, avenged my mentor, and bro, I even saved her sister. Why can't I just rest? Bro, I saved her multiple times.
Rest? Sure. But I've already rigged this camera to record our conversation.
All right. I'll hear you out.
Good. Now go to your closet and look at the package I sent you.
My closet?
In it will be what you need. Very soon you will be tested by the lowest of the low, but through trial and fire you will prevail, as that has been in your very nature from the beginning. Should you stray from your path, or show me anything other than your very best, I'll have no choice but to expose you for who you truly are and end your career as you know it. So what will it be, Mr. Lawyer? Will you rise to the challenge to show us true justice one last time, or be forced into an early retirement? The choice is truly yours.
This new game is called Trials and Tribulations. Trials and Tribulations. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Now, who is this? Who is this? Because this looked like this could have been a love interest for Phoenix. This is kind of like where my head is going right now. But let me not like kind of think about it any longer. Let's just play it. Turnabout Memories, huh? Now, is this going to be another tutorial situation where we get stuck in amnesia? Oh, we got a new OST. How did I get into this mess? Who is this? Why? Why did I do that? Huh? Hold on a minute. That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey! It's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Yo, let me find out this is Phoenix. Let me find out this is Phoenix. It's definitely not. Is it? Why he dressed like certified lover boy? What is this? It wasn't me. I didn't. Perfect screenshot. Perfect starting screenshot for the first day. All right, let's do it. I didn't do it. Oh yeah. What in the world are we getting ourselves into? 5 years earlier, Mia Fey second trial. What? 5 years earlier? What is happening right now? April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, bro, I almost threw up. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Okay, this is Mia's days. This is Mia's days. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean. What? You've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see, the poor young man in the pink sweater over there, that's our client. You have to be kidding me. Is this Phoenix? It is, bro. So what? This is you were a little bit heartbroken? Little puppy love problems? That what the P stand for on your shirt? Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no prob. Dude, what is going on with this? Like, what are you doing with your mask? Bro, I literally spent so much time. I want y'all to really think about how much time I have spent roasting these characters who come to me for help and look like this and have all these quirks. And then this is the guy I play as doing that, bro. This was me 5 years ago, or however long, like 7 years ago. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise that I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey, and I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. Yo, this opening is about to be a banger. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Bro, it's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. Yo, this adds, I want y'all to realize how much of another layer this whole thing adds to the experience right now. Mia spent so much time mentoring me throughout these 2 episodes that this is just a fantastic callback. Oh my gosh, chef's kiss already. Is this the guy from the first Phoenix Wright game? Is this what this is? Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Aw, she fumbled. Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend this time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Doug what? Doug what? Bro, I'd want to be dead if my name was Doug Swallow. Doug does not. That would have to be, I would have to address that every single time. Soon as I turn 18, I'm heading straight to City Hall, and my middle name suddenly becomes Doesn't, or I just erase the swallow. Oh, Doesn't's worse. Doesn't is worse. Doesn't is worse somehow. Doesn't is worse. Doesn't is worse. I'm sorry. He was a fourth-year student studying in pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
Yeah?
Students, this doesn't take a well-versed lawyer to understand what happened here. So clearly this guy was holding the umbrella, he was walking, umbrella fell because the wind gusted, because it was raining or something was going on with the weather. Snapped that power line, zapped bro right on the head. Girl comes around the corner, screams, "Ah!" Teacher and staff come rushing out the building. Hey, what happened here? Phoenix, it wasn't me. Well, guess what, buddy? You're the only one around. We just solved it. Boom. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had seriously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. I like how they had that goofy picture of me up there, Phoenix up there. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well, the court accepts this photo into record as evidence. Yeah, let's do it. I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will.
A what?
Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
What a perfect opportunity. Well, what is it? Or what was it? The cause. Go on. Please, say you know at least this much.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Oh, bro, get the Prep H in then. What do you... I don't care.
Now, see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good, hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Gotta stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just pressed tab here. Yes, sir. Doug's autopsy report, date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Alright, cool.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Yep, some things never change, bro. Sometimes you just don't look close enough. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What is that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator.
He's a smooth operator! I'm sorry, y'all.
If you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Okay.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? This time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Some witness of the bad blood. Or some evidence of the bad blood. Bruh. Evidence? Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all of our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it in old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir, into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with a tab, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Dang, he really was in there like that, bro. You gotta give it to my boy, but what happened? How did you fumble this? How did you fumble this? Boom, hit him with that evidence. I didn't, sorry, man, bro. Yo, Phoenix, I was not familiar with your game. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Fey. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Okay, alright. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecutor would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fey?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Here he goofy ass go, bro. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yeah. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means, what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your... But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was... Golly, brother.
Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
Y'all asked him here. It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Look at me about to press myself.
The victim and I
was there, I'll admit, but I'm not a killer. And all I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Whoa, easy, Phoenix. Easy, Phoenix, easy. I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer.
It looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be? This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But
Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie, a contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination if you please, Miss Fey.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. Look at him, bro, looking like a sad hedgehog. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Uh-oh. Why does he have this shirt on? I could do without the shirt or the scarf. I admit, oh, that's right, hold on, we gotta press my boy. Hey, I hate to do it. I hate to do it. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Objection! Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident, actually.
A coincidence, huh? I'm not buying it.
But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Look at him standing cool and collected. I would have thought he did it too, the way he's standing there with aura. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body, in shock.
Okay. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no, that is, I mean. So which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now, see here. You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Ah, young. Love, so bittersweet. He was over here doing this before Phoenix was even a lawyer. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you stated in the following in your testimony, I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. What even is that? Explain that expeditiously. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff. See? It's true. Cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fey? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? The Union Jack fellow.
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this just now? Mia, there's a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg. Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage your own from this point?
I can handle it myself. Who do you think I am?
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of this testimony. Oh, easy. 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 Present. On the picture, there's no Union Jack on his back. Listen with this. Love that for us. Let's go. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fey, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea what he was wearing at all underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Please, forgive me! Look at this doofus, bro. I can't. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I tried. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't go that far. I didn't go that far. Was she insinuating that that stood for as in I'm a bruh? I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh, did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? I'm never taking anything called Cold Killer X. I guarantee you, this is some legitimate black market that you can buy. And I'm never putting this in my system. Like, look at it. That looks like something you take when you're ready to just, like, you know, go to sleep for a little while. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case at this point? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor! I'd like you to take another look at the photo from the crime scene. Oh, what? Bruh.
What is this? In the victim's head, it's Cold Killer X!
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this a bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of cold medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Nah, bro, we're about to pack this up.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well, the court will accept them into record.
Okay. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this? This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks! My poor hemorrhoids.
Grossberg, are you good? Do you need me to, like, go get you a bottle of Prep H? Or something? Witness testimony, let's get it. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. So you lost it around lunchtime?
Mr. Wright, that's completely different.
I don't know why that's killing me right now.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fey, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
We gotta cross-examine.
Okay. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is...
it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. You could have just said girlfriend. It was more embarrassing saying sweetheart. Like, I feel like you took that to another level it didn't even need to be at. Okay, but hey, that's my nice little ting on the side, you know what I'm saying? But like, you had to be like, my sweetheart!
What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. What was that about? Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow, before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
Okay, so he was in the pharmacology department. What more about him? Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I got there. That's a cold title, bro. That's a cold title. You got that title, you're set. You're set. Bro, imagine you have that walking around campus. That's aura. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. Oh, it was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
How fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Should I ask him for more details? Ask him about the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right. They sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables. Yeah, there are electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. We talked for a bit, and then around 3, we split up. So what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. And later, I went back. I found him lying there. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Yeah, no one's buying that load of baloney. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. Okay, you've been taking Cold Killer X. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it. Okay, around lunchtime. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. What's she putting in them omelets, bro? Because it got you acting a little different today. It got you acting a little different today, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm sorry, I just feel like hurting someone all of a sudden. What is happening? Why? What is happening? Is it because she... I'm like... I don't know. Maybe someone can explain this. Maybe don't explain it. But like, is like Mia getting... So I'm thinking this is either Mia being cringing at this, or she like had a thing for Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe it's more like a protective older sister thing, because she was like his mentor. So like I feel like that kind of has to be the vibe, right? I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, right? You are correct? Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor. Okay. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish the murder weapon, the murder method. Your Honor! Yes, Miss Fey. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be the most impressive. Or that would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Fey, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. We need that as our evidence, right? So, bam, electric pole. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fey, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Well, naturally, it's right here. What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable! Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may have indeed been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what this really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim toward the severed electrical cable.
Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
Yo, Grossberg was kind of a crap lawyer. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor,
at this time I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Hold it!
Yeah, you better hold it. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fey?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fey, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
This is tough. This is tough.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute. Mr. Wright,
I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need to further... I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault.
Oh, so he did do something.
Hold on a minute. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Don't talk about my sweetheart, Dolly! Alright. Hold on, wait, he's sweating. Bro.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced that you are.
But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the truth, the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fey? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Grossberg. That is gross, first of all. Second of all, you gotta, I don't even need you to silence that. Stop it. I don't need to know about the hems. Nothing about the hems, bro. That guy, he was talking bad about my dolly. So I pushed him with aggressive force and momentum. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, it started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead. Well, the explanation really is quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him could miss that. All right, bro. Miss Fey, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without any further delay. I'll be clear on that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it.
Okay.
Let's hear from the man himself. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Fey, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this any harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you tell me about what happened? Tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cables anywhere to be seen? Right, there's nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that.
What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. So ask for more details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it have been... Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
So what, it was the umbrella hitting the asphalt?
He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again... Damn! Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Fey, what do you think? Is there something more important than testimony just now?
Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. The sheep umbrella is more important. It's vital. It's more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request.
Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him... So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Ugh, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. I'm sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did admit it. I admit it. I was furious. You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition? Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. So when I went back, but he was dead there, just lying. At the time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Nope, nobody. Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear, I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions. Okay, he said fell on top of his umbrella. But I think that's a little crazy because it doesn't really make sense that the umbrella is no longer underneath him. So let's present this. Said he fell on top of his umbrella. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order, order, order. The victim. He moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present it as evidence immediately. Immediately! But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it would have been blown there by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No! Okay, are we really about to do it? I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Okay. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly! And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Inconvertible? Was that said? Well, who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. Oh, nah, this is where it starts getting fishy, bro. She saw the whole thing go down for what? She was his ex for what? Nah. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? Hey, bro, keep your hems over there. Soothe them hems, bro. I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Okay. Alright. Miss Fey, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You can't be serious. After hiding such important facts. But... the next witness is Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life? Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer, on the side anyway. On the side? One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, let's take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Oh, Phoenix. What a different man you were back then. What a different man you were back then. I was getting ready to ask what happened, but I have a feeling we're about to find out. Dahlia's present borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, It wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse... Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say, and I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Newspaper clipping added to the court. Ah, bro, this is insane. They're really doing this on the first trial? This is the first trial. And we're already pulling some DL6 incident type stuff, bro. This is ridiculously awesome. Let's do it. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving.
Alright, I feel like... I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Alright, honestly... Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stop it here. Because we're encroaching on an hour. Yo, this is actually kind of insanity. This is how the first case is going of the next game. Normally, I feel like... I wouldn't even say normally. The second game was not as, like, straightforward. The first game definitely was not as straightforward. I felt like this game has been a lot more straightforward. Like, it gave you the tools that I needed to succeed, right? But they really just plunged you straight into the mess. Like, they kind of assume that you've played at least the first 2 games or maybe have heard of them. I don't know, but hey, so far I'm really messing with this case. The opening has been really good. Absolute cinema. I think this is an awesome way to bring everyone back into the mix of the game and kind of like reinforce the idea that, yeah, like, Mia and Phoenix have history. And so I wonder if we're going to dive further into that at some point during this game. And also just where Maya, Pearls, and everyone else is at right now. But yeah, man, I'm excited to finish this up, finish up this first episode and then dive into the present because I want to know what my boy's up to, including Edgeworth and then also Von Karma. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this video today. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what you thought about it. Also, make sure you check out the description below. We do have a Discord, so if you want to join that and have some discussion, talk about games, anime, literally anything that you want to talk about, kind of just talk in between video releases, then please make sure that you join that Discord link. Again, it's been a pleasure. Can't wait to ride out the rest of this game with y'all, and I will see you guys in the very next video. I can't believe they did my boy Phoenix like that. Peace, y'all.